We're going live. Hey, everybody, how are you? Welcome again to our broadcast from Shucks. I'm Kurt Covert, owner of Smirk and Dagger Games, and we're about to play the Deadlies, which is a great take-that party-style game. It's a very casual card game, and it's just chock full of nastiness because it's all about the 7 deadly sins and trying to get rid of them as quickly as you can. So we've got some other people here in the studio. Let's all introduce ourselves. Aaron?
Hey, I'm Aaron from GameWithNews.com. I recently got a copy of the Deadlies and looking forward to learning how to play it.
All right,
and with the designer here and Kurt here, I'm pretty sure I'll be learning how to play the game.
Indeed.
I guess I'll go next. Yes, I am said designer, so you get to watch me get my butt kicked at my own game because I always lose it. And this is my first. This is not my first game, but it's my first good game. So hopefully you all enjoy it as much as I do. Thanks for joining us.
Awesome. And then Fred.
Yeah, I'm Fred. I've been with Kurt for a few years now as one of his instigators and demo a lot of his games for him.
Okay. And then Paul, you brought a friend too. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Keith, can you hear him? We may have lost Keith.
I guess you need to actually have yours activated in TTS. So while you sort that out, yep, I can hear you now. All right, so go ahead and introduce yourself, Keith. Cool. Okay. Well, so this is the tabletop simulator mod, and as a result, it's got this nifty little demo key. So let me just click this. So in this game, quite simply, what you're trying to do is get rid of all of your cards just as quickly as you can. You start with a hand of 6, and then actually, for everyone playing, you'll notice up on Tabletop Simulator, there's a little degree symbol up there. Click that until it says 45. That's going to actually help you in this game. And therefore, what's going to happen is as you reduce your hand size from 6, you get rid of them all, you're going to have a hand size of just 4. And then you get rid of those, you're going to have a hand size of 2. You get rid of that, you'll have a hand size of 0 and win. So that's how we play. Now, when it's your turn, you get to play as many cards as you possibly can out of your hand based on a couple things. They can be all of one suit. So here's Envy. Play as many Envies as you want. Or you can play as many that share the same number, and they're all numbered from 1 through 7. You can also play a straight of any length. So here's 5, 6, 7. Now, importantly, whatever the top card is, either the high card of your straight or the card you place on top of these numbers, that's the one that's going to activate. And all of the Deadlies have very thematic things that they do. So there are, of course, 7 deadly sins. So they're all here represented. And there's also a corruption card and a purity card. But let's take a look at each one. And actually, I'm going to have... Keith, can I have you just mute for now? Great. Okay, so Pride. Pride, you're going to play this card and ask another player at the table if they have any pride. If they don't, they draw a card. If they do, they're going to reveal it, and you draw one instead. Simple enough. Wrath. Force another player to draw 2 cards, and then after drawing, they can immediately discard a Wrath out of their own hand, forcing you to draw 2 cards, and it can ping-pong back and forth until no one wants to or can respond. Gluttony. Now, this is kind of counterintuitive. You're either going to take a card out of someone else's hand or draw 3 cards, and you're trying to get rid of cards. But you get to take another turn immediately, so you can use it to find the things you need. And assuming you end up with a hand of 12 cards, don't worry. You can play Envy. draw 2 cards, and then, if you don't have an envy in your hand, trade hands with another player. Sloth. Now, Sloth, true to his name, does absolutely nothing. You just play it in front of you, and it stays in front of you. However, as other people start playing cards, if anyone else plays a Sloth, it'll force you to draw one. Lust. Now, lust is interesting because, it's consensual. So you pick a partner, and they get to choose what happens. Either nothing, and your turn is over, or you each are going to be able to discard a card. But each of you that discards lust in that way forces the partner to draw 3 cards. So this is a trust exercise. Greed is a push your luck mechanic, and you're going to start dealing out cards to other players, hoping you can deal out 5 without getting a pair. And we'll cover this as we actually get to it. Corruption is a super-powered wild card. It's all suits all the time. But when you play it, you get to declare what effect you want. Purity. When you play this card, there's only one of them. You'll put the halo from the table into your hand. And the halo, if you get a chance to play it on your next turn, you'll discard your entire hand immediately. So now that you're a target for the other players. That is the basic game. Oh, you know what? I forgot to give myself a color. So I'll just draw myself a hand as well. Okay, so let's see. Let's start with Paul. Why don't you start us off? Oh, Paul, we lost your audio.
Oh, I was muted. Sorry. I was trying to solve an audio issue, and I have solved it. So in theory, I should be good now. I can't look up at the upper screen because I'll be able to see your hand.
Oh, that's cool.
That's just totally cheating here. So I will play on the honor system, which anyone who knows me will know is a terrible idea. Okay, well, let's start by getting rid of 2 gluttonies, because I can do that because they're the same suit. And then I will not target the player on my right because I can see his hand. I will take one of your cards, which I also have. Oops. I'm a klutz. I dropped that on the floor. There we go.
Okay.
Accidentally showed it to everybody.
You get to go immediately.
Okay. And who do we have? Who's playing in the gluttony position there? Who is this up here? Orange? Who is that?
Me.
Okay.
Oh, that's you, Aaron? Okay, Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron, do you have any pride? I'm going to play 2 prides to get rid of them.
I do not.
Okay.
Then you get to pick up a card.
And there you go.
That's my turn.
Yep. Okay, you get to go again. Yeah, I'll help you.
So that must be Keith, and he has his microphone turned off to cure the audio problem. Keith never introduced himself. He is the creator of a game called Diceborn Heroes. He runs Diceborn Games.
Oh.
He's also a part of the design group here in Calgary. So we play test each other's games a lot.
Wonderful. Oh, look at this. So who are you going to target for Wrath?
Seems logical since I have the small hand here, but I think
Okay. Do you have a wrath?
I do. In fact, I'm going to wrath you back, Keith.
Ah.
And therefore, your hand is not empty. Do you have a wrath? You do.
Of course he does. Of course he does. I'm happy. We'll stop there. It's time to give
Okay.
peace a chance.
Aaron.
So in terms of placement rules, it's same color, same number, or a run of
That's correct.
numbers.
And it does not have to connect into any other card that was played. So,
Okay. But the first card you put down is the one that activates, right?
it's
Or
the last card
The
you
last
put down.
That'll make more sense. Yes.
Yeah.
I thought about it, but because I'm gonna put that down and then that down.
Okay. So, who would you like to choose as a partner?
I'm gonna choose Paul.
Okay. Paul.
But Paul can choose A or B, or am I choosing A or B?
He chooses A or B.
It's
So,
up
want
to
to choose
me.
Paul?
You got
I
to convince me, man.
I misread that. Oh, you did say it was consensual, so yeah, I cannot choose.
Yeah, I'm allowed to say no, and but that's not much fun. I think tonight I'm going to be adventurous, so let's both pick a card.
Okay. So, flip it in your hand and put it on the table.
So I'm putting a card out.
Yep. Flip it in your hand and then put it face down.
I'm going to trust you. You seem like a nice guy.
I'm a nice guy.
All right. And reveal. Aw, you guys were both nice. So you got rid of your cards. Okay, moving on.
Hey, my kids are gonna beat the crap out of me in this game. I can already see it. I'm done.
Uh-huh. Okay, envy. So you're going to draw 2 cards. And do you have envy?
No, I do not.
Okay, so you may swap hands with another player.
I think it's obvious who I'm going to switch with.
Oh boy.
Yep. There we go. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to go
Everyone's favorite.
6, 7, 8, and I'm going to sloth. I'm going to do nothing else. So actually, this will stay in front of me as sloth.
Okay. Seems like maybe a good time for me to play some sloths here. I got 3 of them, so we'll keep the last one here in front of me. Go ahead, Keith.
Are we supposed to be rotating our hand size?
When you get rid of all your cards.
Oh, okay.
That's how you get. That's how you earn a smaller hand size.
So each iteration it gets smaller. Okay,
That's right.
Got it. What's the longest run you can do? Just 3?
1 through 8.
Wow, Paul, how often does that happen to you?
Technically, you could actually do 0 through 8 because there's a 0 in the deck.
True.
It doesn't happen very often.
Okay, I was going to say, Paul, what is the win button? But okay, gotcha.
Well, that technically wouldn't be a win because you'd still have to play the corruption and potentially suffer some sort of consequence from it.
Yeah.
I think you're being picked for lust here.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, I think he's waving at you, Kurt.
I'm terribly sorry. The answer is yes. I would like to discard a card. Thank you.
Oh, burned.
And I was being a nice guy. That's true. All right, Aaron.
It's weird playing this with a player who can't talk.
I'm gonna do an envy, so I'm drawing 2 cards.
Yeah. Do you have
and
envy?
then I do not.
You may trade hands.
Oh, there's 3 of us who are down to 1 card.
So if I did have it, I couldn't. I thought it
No,
said even.
that's correct. You could not. If you have a green card in your hand, you'd be stuck.
I mean, I read it wrong. If you do not, okay. There's 2 people. Well, it's 3 people who have 1 card.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Whoops.
You're gonna flip them over first before trading them away.
Yeah.
That might be a good idea. Yeah, I'll just go over here to my right. Sorry. I'm sure you'll get your revenge shortly.
All right, Fred, you're up.
Yeah, because I only have 1 card, but
Wrath. Who's going to be?
Call on that one.
He's calling you out, Paul.
Everybody wants to get mad at me. I'm just gonna sit here and take it. I'm not hitting you back.
Okay.
Paul, you're the ringer.
You know, I tell you what I'm going to do. 1, 1, 1, and I'm going to start dealing out cards. Oh, actually, this is also discarded. So Greed says I'm going to start dealing out cards one at a time to other players and flipping them over. Now, these are going to go into your hand unless I screw up. I have to deal at least 2. And so far, they do not match. I could stop right now and you would take those cards. But if I can deal out 5 in this way, I'll get rid of my entire hand. And Greed will not count. So I'm going to try one more here. Ooh.
Oh, good so far. Good so far. Come on, Kurt. You know you want to do it.
I really do want to.
You love this.
Is that the last card? It is the last card. So that's for you, Fred. Interesting. Now I definitely want to go.
Because you don't want to give that to Fred.
And I did bust. So all of these now come to me.
Where is Fred's hand?
I don't have any. That's why I moved my thing down to 4.
Oh, you managed to empty your hand.
I did empty my hand.
Okay, so in that case, yeah, you draw 4.
Yep.
And
he's winning. Get him.
Yep. Okay, I'm done.
Kurt, is your hand sufficiently shuffled there? Actually, this is terrible because I can see your hand. So I'm physically holding my hand over your part of the screen, so I cannot see your hand. If you want to be so kind as to shuffle it up here, because I'm going to gluttony you and try and get that purity away.
All right, sounds right. You
trust me, right?
Sure.
All right. You're going to trust me as long as I don't actually... Oh, my God, I got it. Well, I don't get the win yet, so I'm going to preempt Kurt's explanation here. So when you play that purity, and I get to go again because I played gluttony, so I get at the turn, it puts this halo card into my hand. And what the halo does, I can't play it now because my turn's done now. But if it comes back to me, I can play it and discard my entire hand. So I just have to survive and not lose it in the process. Just going to play a little shell game with my cards here in the meantime.
Okay.
But Keith, it's your turn. Keith is targeting somebody. Looks like you, Aaron.
I do not.
Draw a card.
Hmm. I'm going to do Lust again. Gonna choose Kurt.
Okay. Oh.
Ooh, brave, because he's down to only one card.
Yep. Okay, you ready? Let's do it. Draw 3.
Burned. Burned, just like you were playing Cinder.
Yeah, I got burned in that earlier by my youngest, so I was close.
All right, Fred. Click
more
off
than one
of
of
it.
them
There you go.
selected, yeah.
Envy. Draw 2. Do you have envy?
I'm switching hands with somebody.
Okay.
Oh, my in the world I am switching with.
Poor Keith, he
Oh,
keeps getting down to one card.
interesting. But you did not switch with the Halo.
Well,
Okay. Well, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw 3 cards.
Oh, I know where this is going.
Yep. And then I'm going to draw 3 cards.
Oh.
And then
I'm not understanding the strategy. If
1, 2, 3. Draw 2. And now I do not have envy. Flip. That's for you.
I saw that coming.
We can do this to group.
Mm.
And then, oops.
Oop.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll just.
So it happens where we're trying to cooperate with each other here.
I know. Screwed it up.
Oh, why you gotta be like that, Kurt?
Well, A2 Brute.
So the only saving grace here is I know what's in Kurt's hand. So let's see here. Hey, Kurt.
Yeah.
Do you have any pride?
No, I really don't. All right, Keith.
He's pointing at you, Kurt.
I don't actually. Aaron.
All right. Do that.
All right. So you can either draw 3 or steal 1.
Oh, that's right. There's a Halo in there.
Yeah, there is. That was the Halo.
Okay, and I get to take another turn.
You do.
Okay. And a run is at least 3, correct?
No, you can do you can play a singleton. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you, if those two make a run, you can do that.
So 7, 8.
And
ooh, what you gonna make that 8?
I was thinking I'd make it the sloth and then
Yeah.
do nothing.
Yeah, that you'd automatically click down.
And then
So it just has to sit in front of you and be a sloth. Oops, put it back in your hand.
oh, does my hand size still go down or no?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, okay.
Sloth stays in front of you.
Oh, and then
So
somebody else.
The punishment comes later if one of us plays a sloth.
We don't
Meanwhile,
want to
you draw
punish.
4 cards.
We want to be nice, right? No? Okay.
Matt says, so smirky. All right. So, Aaron, go ahead and draw 4 cards. That's your new hand size. And Fred, go ahead. Your turn.
No.
Who's your target? Circle them in space.
Going after
Keith. All right. Keith, draw 2.
He's got the smallest hand, so it seems like possibly a smart choice.
Return fire. Returning fire or no?
Returning fire and you're out.
He can't talk, so I'm guessing that's a no. Oh, wait. It's not your turn, Keith.
No, it was a matter of whether you had wrath.
Yeah, because I played Rapid.
Oh, he just
Okay.
dropped. Oh, okay.
So, Fred, you flip down to a 2-card hand. Draw your new cards. Meanwhile, I am going to discard my hand with the halo.
Yeah.
And I will click down to 4. Draw 4.
See, I'm officially in last place here. I have 6.
Keith
and the
has
most
6
cards.
too.
Yeah, I got more cards than him. All right, looks like Fred here is winning, so we need to go after Fred. So
Yeah, we do.
I'm going to play. This is probably a risky strategy, but I'm going to play both of my wraths and hit you for 2, Fred.
Oh, come on, Paul.
So I could have saved one in reserve in case you hit me back, but we're going to take the risk that you don't.
If he picked one up right now, he could throw it right back out, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So the fact that he did not suggests he did not pick up the right.
I pushed my luck, and it paid off for once.
Okay. There you go. Keith, where do you?
Who you got? Who you interested in today, Keith? Me? Okay, sure. I'm in. Let's do this.
Well, you were right. Not to trust anybody. Oh boy. Okay.
Keith, you got to draw 2 more.
Oh, Emily has a great comment. She's like, during this game, when do you get to shout, "Aw, shucks"?
All right. I'm gonna put out Wrath, and
Yep.
I'm gonna force, I believe, Fred over here to draw 2 cards.
Draw 2, Fred.
Oh, and that goes away. It only lasts 1 turn.
The logic of the game is to lose cards, not gain cards.
Yes.
That is very true.
That's why we're trying to make you gain them.
So no return fire? No. Okay.
Nope.
All right. I like this game.
Thanks. But over to Paul, really. All right. So whose turn is it, Fred?
Is it my turn?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your turn to do something about all these cards you've been given.
Or not.
Well, we're going to play a lot of envy.
You are going to play a lot of envy.
Yeah.
Draw 2.
So 2. And no, I do not have envy. And I am.
So who you want to trade with?
I'm going to trade with Aaron because I'm going to return the favor.
Okay. Aaron, he's trading with you.
All right. Let me try to grab both of these. Yeah. Oh, I grabbed way too much. Grab my counter. Hold on.
All right. Meanwhile,
Back at the ranch.
2, 3, 4. And I get to go again. 3, 3. Thank you. That is awesome.
Now, Kurt, don't be cheating now. You know you got to put this in front of you.
That is true. I do have to keep that.
Never trust a publisher.
Oops. There you go.
Okay, my turn now? All right. There's too many people way ahead of me here. I've got to do something about this. So I'll get rid of that. And then another 4. Time to go for some greed.
Yeah, greed. Do it.
All right. So greed doesn't count.
That's right.
You can't bust on a greed, but you also can't stop on a greed. So envy.
So now you could stop.
But I'm not going to. We all know I'm not going to, right? So we'll give one to Kurt here. So if this card is not envy, wrath, or pride, then I get to discard my remaining card.
Oh! Yeah.
I hate you all. Go ahead, Keith.
Yep. I sure will. Thanks. All right, Aaron.
Fred's down to 2 cards.
I know.
Yeah, he is.
They're both uncomfortably close here.
So the sloth, if I play the sloth, that means
we would both draw cards. Yeah.
Okay, but not me.
No.
No, but then if someone else then plays a sloth, like if Fred then played one, all 3 of you would then draw 1.
Gotcha. I'm gonna play that and play that. Fred, do you have any pride?
Oh, yes, I do.
There you go.
Dang it. So I draw a card?
You do.
All right.
All
right, Fred.
Nice try.
I'm going to do 2 and 2.
Oh, no.
Keith, do you have any pride?
That looks like he's shaking his head. That's the end of the game, Keith. So
that's a win.
You can show us the card. Congratulations, Fred.
Yeah,
nice
good job, Fred.
I learned from Kurt. I learned everything from Kurt.
He trained you well. I don't know why we're cleaning up. There's a reset button, but
wow. Yeah, I mean, this is the tail of the tape right here.
Like I said it at the beginning, watch me get beat in my own game. Well played, everybody.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Well taught, Kurt.
All right. Well, hey, thanks everyone for playing. We hope you have a great time here at Shucks. Tomorrow we have another whole schedule of streaming some more demos that you can actually play in, especially the Night Cage. And this is, by the way, the last weekend for late pledges on the Night Cage. So you can head over to CrowdOx and back the game before Monday. So anyway, this game, the Deadlies, is available at your local store, or you can always find it on smirkandagger.com too. And everyone, thank you so much for joining me and playing. I really appreciate it.
It was fun. Thanks for having me.
All right. So long, everyone.
Bye.